Good Wednesday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm the host for South Carolina Weather, Justin Peterson, and let's go ahead and talk about the weather for your Wednesday evening going into your Thursday morning. Now, looking on ahead and looking down at South Carolina, no precipitation is expected. As of right now, no precipitation is falling throughout all of South Carolina. That is a great thing that we have no rain falling. Our quiet period continues, not for long though, but we'll talk about that later. If we look at the entire East Coast in general, we do have rain showers up in New York and Pennsylvania. We go to our west, and we do have kind of like this little like rain shield, kind of going like a little rainbow thing right here, going through Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois, and Indiana, as well as Kansas. We do have some mixed precipitation down here as well, or to our west, I should say. Uh, Precipitation stretching all the way from Seattle, going down through Oregon, California, the Rockies, getting that snow in the higher elevations with some ice near the Cheyenne region. So that is that. And let's go ahead and talk about our cloud cover. Cloud cover right now is looking pretty good. No cloud cover is expected at this time, so that is great for us. Luckily, we don't have anything to worry about, any type of precipitation or anything like that. And we look good. So, here's our current temperatures. Current temperatures 51 near Columbia, 55 near Augusta, 47 near Florence, 50 near Myrtle Beach, 52 near Charleston, 48 near Savannah. Down to our south, 54 near Jacksonville, 54 near Gainesville, 57 in Orlando, and 54 in Tallahassee. To our west, 57 in Atlanta, 57 in Birmingham, 55 in both Montgomery and Huntsville, 62 in Jackson, 61 in Baton Rouge and New Orleans. To our north, 66 in Little Rock, 64 in Memphis, 50 in Chattanooga, 49 in Charlotte, 46 in Fayetteville, 46 in Wilmington, 45 in Raleigh, 43 in Greenville and Greensboro, North Carolina. Here's our minimum temperatures for tonight. Minimum temperatures can reach around 34 around the Sumter, Florence, and Columbia region, 41 near Myrtle Beach. We could get below freezing, especially, and I believe these is like just south of Florence or just north of Myrtle Beach, north and west of Myrtle Beach, can get below freezing. So watch for that if you're in those regions. If you see those kind of like those darkish blue going into kind of light blue regions. 36 near Augusta, 45 near Charleston, 37 up there in the upstate. And if you go to our west, you can see that places like Texas, Louisiana, they're going to be seeing low temperatures around 60. That is because there is a chance that we can see some high temperatures in Texas that can reach up to 90 degrees tomorrow. So, you know, uh, just crazy how winter's not even over and we're already seeing 90-degree temperatures in Texas, which is insane. And I think those temperatures can even reach 80, but tomorrow morning we will have a better understanding when I show the maximum temperatures tomorrow. Here are our wind gusts for the next 24 hours, and I told you all those wind gusts were going to kind of start moving through as we get into our Thursday night, going into our Friday morning. We already can see around a good 20-mile-per-hour wind gust. This is through the next 24 hours. So we can already see a good 20-mile-an-hour wind gusts throughout most of the state, but would not be surprised if we saw a good 25 to 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts up there in the upstate, especially the northern upstate as well. So we have to watch out for that if you're up there in the very upstate. Here's our 24-hour precipitation totals. 24-hour precipitation totals are looking clean. No precipitation is expected for the next 24 hours. And here is our day one marginal risk of severe weather. That includes Peoria, Champaign, Illinois, Bloomington, Illinois, Lafayette, Indiana, and Normal, Illinois. This does come with a 5% chance of seeing severe hail. And that marginal risk that was down here near the Springfield, Kansas region, I guess, either, I don't think it's happened yet, so I guess the confidence for it ran out. Um, so that is for that. That is it pretty much for that. And we do have a day two. This green risk right here, this light green risk, does show a TSTM. It looks like the risk for severe storms still appears negligible across the U.S. for Thursday through Thursday night. So I mean, this could potentially be upgraded. This could potentially be upgraded. Do I expect it to be? I mean, sometimes they'll try and fit like the Thursday, like especially the early Thursday morning on the day one. So, but I mean, they said Thursday night, so I don't know. We could wake up tomorrow and see a marginal risk of severe weather for the Ohio Valley as well, going into the southern Midwest. Looks like from what they're saying, they have a lot of reading. Um, but it seems like as I read through this, if I try to go to the bottom, I don't really see. Oh, yeah, here it is. While it might not be out of the question that some of the activity could be accompanied by small hail and gusty winds as well. So, yeah, some strong hail, or sorry, some small hail and some gusty winds are possible inside of this TSTM region right here. Not too much expected, but this is where I want us to start paying attention. Because if we move on to the day three, we are inside of the day three TSTM for severe weather, or not for severe weather, but just for regular thunderstorms. The upstate, mainly the Greenville Spartanburg region and just west of the Greenville Spartanburg region, are not inside of this risk. So y'all are okay up there, but from I'd say I don't know. I'm gonna say probably just west of Rock Hill and down south to Charles, all the way down to the coast. I mean, y'all can see it, but for the people that are not looking at the screen exactly, because I know a lot of people just let it run inside the background. This thing right here, it it looks to be not too big of a deal. It says pretty much 50 to low 60s degree dew points over the Carolinas and the North Florida are currently forecasted, isolated to scattered showers/thunderstorms, and associated cloud cover during the morning. Frontal passage, or sorry, over the morning will likely delay stronger heating from occurring prior to the frontal passage over the Carolina Piedmont. The exception, the exception of potential severe weather may be over the immediate coastal areas of South Carolina, Georgia, and the Florida Peninsula, where a low chance of diurnal storm development could occur. Given the uncertainty with the week's destabilization and the potential for timing/placement errors of possible low-topped convection, will defer the possible inclusion of low severe probabilities to later outlook. Otherwise, cool and/or dry air and stable conditions will occur over much of the lower 48 states. So, if if you don't understand anything that I just said, it's pretty much saying that there is a chance that the immediate coast of South Carolina and Georgia and the Florida Peninsula could be put under a marginal risk of severe weather. This would either be updated tomorrow or maybe on Friday when when these thunderstorms are supposed to pass by and that cold front's supposed to pass. Thursday night going into Friday morning, Friday afternoon as well. So I'm gonna say Friday afternoon, but the point is that if you live on the immediate coast, definitely be watching this, as this could potentially turn severe real quick. Is it gonna be something huge? Oh, like 50 tornadoes? No, absolutely not. But definitely cannot rule out damaging winds and maybe even some hail as well. No excessive rainfall is possible for the rest of tonight. Going into tomorrow, we do have a day two marginal risk of excessive rainfall that does include southern Illinois going into Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, West Virginia. And when we go to the day three, no excessive rainfall is possible. We go to the winter storm index, none is possible. We go ahead and look to the future with precipitation as well. If we go down to the southeast, for the next 48 hours, we will see some precipitation. This ends Friday around 7 p.m. We'll have the chance of seeing around 2/10 of an inch from Florence going through Myrtle Beach and the Greenville Spartanburg. Everyone else, a tenth of an inch is definitely possible. If we go around 3 days out, none of that really changes. Well, actually, yeah. you might see 3/10 of an inch of rainfall or another tenth of an inch of rainfall going into Saturday night for the Greenville Spartanburg. Let's go 120 hours. That's just like 4 or 5 days out. Still about the same, and let's go 7 days out to where the upstate could just receive another half an inch, maybe even close to 3/4 of an inch of rain as we get to Wednesday, February the 28th. So that is that. Now let's go ahead and talk about the models. So here are the models for starting off at around 7 p.m. Actually, let's go ahead and go to the dam because I want to look at that severe weather potential for us. So when we push it forward, let's go ahead and skip. You see those showers start to go through the Mississippi Valley, going through Tennessee. Those storms start to push. Those storms start to form, and you can see around 4 a.m. You can kind of see these storms tonight, 4 a.m. You see those storms start to move into Ohio and Indiana and places like that. That's what potentially is going to spawn that hail. If we go ahead and move to the north central, you can see them clearly right here. Precipitation and that hail, that 1 inch in diameter hail, that quarter size hail, are going to be falling inside of Illinois and Indiana. So if you know anybody inside that region, please let them know. Here we also can go forward some more. We are under a high pressure as of tomorrow morning. But as we push forward, you see those storms start to really move into Kentucky, as you can see, where we do have those chances of seeing some small hail and some gusty winds go through that region. And you can see kind of where that cold front is. You can see those storms are moving in a line that go over the mountains, potentially creating some more storms, even from the mountains as well. We push that forward, and you can see we could potentially have a good storm or two, maybe even a couple, maybe a full-on line of storms go through the upstate on around 5 a.m. on the 23rd. I think that is, yeah, that's Friday. So around 5 a.m. Friday, the upstate could be seeing some storms, potentially. We go forward, and those storms kind of weaken a little bit, but kind of stay strong, North Carolina and Georgia. And then those storms are trying to kind of try to recoup and try to get themselves back together around 1 p.m. on Friday, which around the Dorchester County, Berkeley County, Charleston County region. And then you can see another just thing of storms trying to push in and cause some more storms to the low country region of South Carolina around 8 p.m. on Friday. So Friday is looking to be a stormy day for most of us. So we're going to have to watch and see what happens. But definitely stay prepared. If things hit the fan, I will keep y'all posted for that. I'll try to post early Friday evening to give you all the latest to see what's happening, as well as these thunderstorms will pass by, because I'm pretty sure there probably will be some storms definitely on Friday that somebody's going to have to deal with. So let's go ahead and push this forward. So here we are on the 23rd. There goes those showers and thunderstorms that are going to push off. We do have that snow that's going to hit the Appalachian Mountains. And then we get hit by a high pressure. The west is going to get hit by another atmospheric river. As they get hit, that energy is going to go over the mountains, as it always does, and cause potentially some pretty bad weather. We've been hearing rumors of potentially some sort of severe weather outbreak. I think on the 28th or the 29th, that Wednesday of next week, maybe I think that Tuesday going into Wednesday, there were like talk of a full-on severe weather outbreak to happen, especially in the central United States going into Dixie Alley. So we're way too far out to talk about it yet, but for sure that's going to obviously traverse over to us. Now, the GFS is not saying anything too big for us, but again, something that we're going to have to watch for, especially when it gets to around right here, because that's what most people are going to be watching for. So definitely some big severe weather things will be going on. We do have that cold air as well, right, surrounding that low pressure, which is bringing snow up there into northern United States, going into Missouri. And we have another atmospheric river as while all of the severe weather is happening potentially, we have an atmospheric river that's gonna slam into California again. California has just not been getting a break, but I mean it's California, so I mean it is what it is. California's. I mean this is just the pattern that we're in. So it's gonna be like this for a while for California, and we don't see a stop in it anytime soon yet. So we're just waiting for that thing to we wait for the system to go by, and then it does kind of like a bit of a swirly motion over Missouri, or not Missouri, sorry, that's Michigan, bringing snow to places like Chicago, Gary, Indiana, Detroit, Michigan, and that's gonna push on bringing even snow to and some mixed precipitation to the northeast as well. And this is 300 hours out, so this is La La Land right here, but another atmospheric river, and that's all as far as it's gonna go out. Let's see what the Euro. I want to see what the European model is showing. So the European model, this does not show snow, so I won't be really talking about snow, really too much. But it only goes out around 57 hours. So is that all the way? Yeah. So it does kind of. We'll see what the European model says for us for our chances of seeing that severe weather near the coast. You can see most of us is covered by rain, and as it pushes off, you can see that kind of line. You can see where that cold front is. You can see where that cold front is as it just passes by, and we go ahead and go back to the damn 3 kilometer model because I want to see how much precipitation they think is gonna fall. Go to the total accumulated precipitation. I mean, that seems pretty decent, around a half an inch to maybe even an inch of rain, quarter of an inch, not a quarter of an inch, 3/4 of an inch. This is around Georgetown, going through kind of like this little boundary right here, this little line right here, maybe a stray thunderstorm or something like that. But again, this is not going to be exactly what happens. I will show y'all the precipitation totals after it's done, but that's pretty much that. But thank y'all so much for watching. I do have to show y'all one more thing though as I go on ahead and move on to the Climate Prediction Center. So if we go on ahead and look at the Climate Prediction Center, this is the next 6 to 10 days. We will, looks like most of us will be above average, especially in the east. But South Carolina, if you're from Columbia and up north, you're 70%. If you're Columbia and down south, it seems to be around a 60% chance. So you can see, I'm pretty sure almost everyone's town, wherever you are, there's something in here that you can reference to see. So if you're in like this lighter red right here, and you see like this darker kind of like orangey red, this is a 60% chance of being above normal. Temperatures above normal, and then you have the 70% chance of being above normal at the top. Now, this is for the next 6 to 10 days. So that is for the next 6 to 10 days. I think that is close. I think that is the 27th through early March, like March the 1st, March the 2nd. So that will be above average. Precipitation wise though, we will be mainly above average unless if you are inside like the low country or the coastal PD region right here. Most of us, we have a 30% chance of being above average for precipitation for mainly Harleyville, Marion, Lake City, Kingstree, Hampton, all the way up north to Greenville. And then maybe even the Blue Ridge Mountains could see, maybe even they can see a bit of a higher precipitation chance up there. We do have the next 8 to 14 days, so this goes from 8 days to 14 days for precipitation. We are above average per precipitation. Everyone will be probably around a 50% chance, unless you're down here in Bluffton, which you're in a 40% chance of being above average for the next 8 to 14 days. And here is the next 8 to 14 days for precipitation. We will be above average, a 30% chance of being above average. So that's gonna about wrap this up. Uh, Again, we're gonna be inside of a pretty interesting weather pattern now. We were kind of gonna be we're inside a quiet, kind of like a storm slash weather drought, if that makes sense. We were not experiencing storms for a while, even in rain, for example. We didn't see rain for a while, except for that one day where we got like 3 to 4 inches of rain. Um, I think that was like about a week ago. So yeah, so that is that. Thank y'all so much for watching this forecast update, and I'll see y'all tomorrow morning with another forecast update. Thank y'all so much.